They're not a real man. How women change our consciousness in relationships. A man lives, works, builds a house, fixes a car, and at a certain point in his life, ties his fate to a certain woman. And at a certain moment, he has less money and more problems. Plus, the bonus thought that somewhere in the world, there's a real man his girlfriend dreams about. It's long been proven. If you place an absolutely healthy person in a clinic and diagnose and treat him every day, over time he himself will believe he's ill. And moreover, he'll develop symptoms. So the task is to understand who is right, the girlfriend or you. And if you are right, you need to fence yourself off from this person or eliminate such pressure. Otherwise, you will, of course, become a not real man in practice. Your envy and the open gates for transmissions. I'll now describe the whole process by which the information being transmitted to you gets into your brain and takes root there. At the root of it all are your envy and arrogance. In some people, it's weakly expressed, in others, strongly. For example, when you want to seem rather than be, you lack filters, and a girlfriend's thought goes straight into your brain. Having your own life plan and minimal envy toward others erects barriers that filter the information that enters your mind. Say you envy your friend, his car, his wife, for example. You want the same living conditions as he has. You achieve them. Then you find the next person. Your whole life is driven by envy, and you're happy only in the moments when you're close to a goal and when it's achieved, not in the rest of the time. When you don't have your own big goal, you're forever dependent on someone else, thinking that once you reach it, you'll be happy, and finally surrounded by success and universal recognition. If that makes you do something and achieve things, it's better than doing nothing, but it still makes you easily controlled, like a remote control car. Your brain looks for reference points to move toward. A girlfriend says, I don't see a man in you. You accept it as fact. You don't filter it. Next, you start moving toward the goal your girlfriend set for you. Your whole life can toss you around because other people set your goals, and you mindlessly follow them, assuming this develops you one way or another. But if you try to develop 10 professions at once, you'll become versatile, yet never a professional in any one field. I molded him from what there was. When a girlfriend tells you something like this, of course she wants two pictures to match. At the moment, she wants you to stay by her side, since your significance to her exists, or you're simply convenient. But she wants your behavior and image to change and become like the man in her mind. Naturally, she doesn't understand where this might lead you. If she gets positive reinforcement for such an act, it will continue. For example, you're not a real man. A real man gives a woman a fur coat, and you go to the store and buy your girlfriend a fur coat. Maybe to get her off your back, or maybe because you think it over and find examples proving you're wrong. As a result, the girlfriend gets a remote control with which she can control you. If you remain rational, your task is the development of your life and the relationship as a whole, and you will never agree to a relationship that will destroy you. For example, you don't even have your own place. What kind of man are you? You work, you even have spare money. At this moment, you could take out a mortgage, make a down payment, and move into an apartment, eliminating one of the arguments for your supposed inadequacy. But you could invest the money in a business, increase the working capital, and earn more in the long run, which would essentially remove the need for a mortgage later. Here you follow the woman's lead and give up prospects. You don't manage your life, she does. And this management is emotional and impulsive. Then, a man comes and talks about a ruined relationship. What did you expect? Emotions and impulsiveness have never led to sustainable development, the future. By refusing to follow a woman's, I want it now, you may lose the relationship, you may not, but the remote control of your life must always be in your hands. It's very sad to lose a woman because you simply refuse to take a mortgage. But it's much worse to lose yourself in a relationship and, as a result, lose the relationship anyway. What should you do? There's a golden rule. Explain once, and every other time, reinforce it with actions. If the girlfriend wants an expensive car and a resort trip, and you understand that in current realities this is impossible, explain this to the girlfriend. If she doesn't understand and tries to force, manipulate, or issue ultimatums, distance yourself. Don't break up. Transfer your attention and energy into other channels of your life, filling them. Each time, increase the length of the distance. Understand, you should not explain, coax, and beg. Once is enough. It's always enough. After that, reinforce with deeds.